Hello, and welcome to the Backmarkers podcast with Tom, which is he, and Darryll, which is me, and our first ever visual recording.
Live, nice.
Yes. How are you today, Tom? You right?
I'm good, thank you, Darryll. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I've had some vehicle woes this week, so I've had to be tending with that. I've been like McLaren. We've been off the road quite a bit, so new car on the drive now, so all good in the end. But it's been a bit stressful, but we're there now. Yourself?
Quiet week. I've got nothing to report with vehicles. I hoovered mine out this morning. There you go.
That's always a chore in itself.
It is, on Mother's Day.
Right, so we've had, Happy Mother's Day and all that jazz.
Yes.
Because women do watch Formula One.
They do.
And we said last week that we want to see more women in Formula One, so definitely. So this week has been the Chinese Grand Prix weekend, first sprint of the year.
Indeed.
Should we have a quick recap of the sprint?
Yes. Let's start from the beginning. I won't go through qualifying because it's obviously Russell, Kimi as normal. Start the race. Kimi bogged down, didn't he? Russell went off. Then Lewis caught him, passed him. Russell passed Lewis. Lewis passed Russell. And then Russell passed Lewis again. All the time when Antonelli got a 10-second penalty for driving into the side of a racing ball. And then that was about it until safety car came in because I think Perez went off.
Yeah, I think so.
This is a quick summary. Perez went off, safety car came in, everyone pitted. It cost Leclerc some time. Antonelli saw his pit stop, 10-second penalty. And we finished with an order of Russell, Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Kimi. They're the top five.
There were some good battles during the sprint.
Oh, it's brilliant. Ferrari, yeah.
For a sprint race, I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if that's down to the new regulations that we've got at the moment. But yeah, there's been some pretty close racing. My personal support, Hajar, picked up some damage.
Yeah.
So I think he dropped down the field a bit. But it's something that I will come on to when we talk about the race, but I actually made a note of this when I was watching the sprint, is that Ferrari need to work together.
I've got something to say about that when it comes to the race as well. But when they're racing, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, it is fun. They even said it themselves, didn't they? But at the same time, you've got this driver versus driver. But when they're doing that, they're holding each other's race up.
Yeah.
But we'll come on to that, I'm sure. And then afterwards, we had the qualifying. Now, just a question for your own personal preference. How did you feel about the old format of having qualifying, sprint qualifying, a sprint race, and then the sprint used to determine the qualifying order for the race? I used to quite enjoy that, actually.
I had a lovely idea where I think you do qualifying as normal for the race, and then whoever qualifies first for the race goes 1, 2, 3, 4. But for the sprint, you should go the opposite way. So who is finished last should be a pole for the sprint, and then let the fun begin. That's my idea. Qualifying's qualifying. It doesn't matter how you do it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I just think, sprints are not great.
I also thought it'd be a good idea if they had a random grid or a random reverse grid throughout the year.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
Because if you did something like you did, you'd have people purposely going slow or whatever to end up on pole. So I think if, say, particularly somewhere like Monaco, if suddenly they decided that weekend we're going to have a randomised grid, it would really shake things up.
Yeah, but still at Monaco no one will be able to overtake anyone. But the sprint's a good idea because it's more racing laps, isn't it, what we get to watch over a weekend. But I'm not a massive fan. Give me an extra race instead of another sprint, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, we need it this year, don't we? Need two extra at the moment. So then we went on to qualifying. A bit of history. The first...
Yes,
not the first. The youngest pole sitter in Formula One history.
And fair play to him. I like him.
I get the feeling you're going to tell me exactly how old he was.
I know he's 18. But he beat...
Vettel.
Yes.
Vettel was the previous...
I know he's 18. I'm not going to give you by days and minutes and hours.
They did on Formula One, but I didn't write it down. Vettel was the previous holder of that record back in 2008. Qualifying was quite exciting. I think I always do like a good qualifying session. Lindblad had some issues. Russell had some issues as well. He stopped on track, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what made it a bit more interesting. He went out, didn't he? His engine kind of went kaput. He had to go back to the pits, and he had one shot at getting a pole lap in, and obviously second was good enough for him, I think. But yeah, you're right. I'm going to talk about it in the race. I don't think anyone's going to come to close to Mercedes just yet. I think if you've got them two on the track, it's always going to be them, one or two. But with Kimi, I'm hoping it gives him the confidence to challenge Russell more.
Yeah, I think it will. He's still sort of... It's his second year with Mercedes, isn't it? But I think he's still kind of got that sort of rookie sense about him. Partly only because when he went with Mercedes, it wasn't the dominance that we've seen. They've obviously had to do some work to get there. So he's definitely earning it. And another point on qualifying is Gasly.
Oh, yeah.
He is doing really well in that Alpine this year.
He did. What? Oh, P7, weren't it?
Yeah.
Ahead of Max.
And considering, was it last year, they were back of the grid quite a lot of the time. They were pretty atrocious. So he's pulling it together. I know Colapinto's having a bit of trouble, but Colapinto, during the race,
he was brilliant.
He's fantastic as well. So, we had the grid line up, the top three of Antonelli, Russell and Hamilton.
Yeah. And we're supposed to have a couple of Mercedes on 5th and 6th.
McLaren's.
Yeah, sorry, McLaren's.
Yeah.
Edit. Yeah. Then Gasly, he had a good one. Hadjar did pretty well, would you say?
Considering that Max is down the order a fair bit, he's doing well to keep up with him.
Yeah. Apart from that, it's all the same. If I could have told you, if we did a prediction for the qualifying, I would have got them all right.
Really? You say that after the qualifying. Though,
It would have been Kimi or Russell, wouldn't it? I think. Apart from Russell, when Russell kind of... If he didn't get back to the pit, it would have been, that's interesting. He's going to be P10, but no, just same old, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Race is a bit more interesting, but qualifying is just going to be the standard until Ferrari gets some kind of update and McLaren kind of sort out their car, because it's just not fast enough, isn't it? I think they were 7/10 off pole.
It's quite a gap, really.
It's a massive gap. You
say the racing is closer, and the new rules bringing them to closer together. But when you've got Mercedes close to each other, Ferrari sort of close with them, but then there's quite a gap to the rest of the field. And then for the race itself, we had quite a few non-starters.
We did.
So we had... I'm sorry, I can't read my own writing. Albon definitely didn't start. It was Bortoletto who didn't start. And then you can tell us about the other two, can't you?
I don't want to. So both McLarens went off with electrical problems what relate to their power unit. Both different issues, but didn't look good at it. I'm glad there's a break now. They can iron out these issues, hopefully. But no, not good for both. Well, Oscar's not even had a racing lap this season.
No, he said during a post race. It was actually during the race. It's like the first time in a long time that he's been able to watch a Formula One race without being in it. It must be difficult being a racing driver. They still get paid, but still, but a lot of them are there for the racing, aren't they?
He started this season probably with high hopes, finishing third last year with a challenging car, to not even having a racing lap in 2026. 2020's there, but 2026, I do feel bad for him. He out-qualified his teammate. Not a racing lap yet, though.
No.
Or Oscar.
Diddums. I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge fan of Piastri.
No.
I don't know what it is. It's just. There's just something about it that doesn't
dive
sit
into
right
it.
with me.
I'd like to know more.
No, I'm not going to say any more. So the race start. I'm quite enjoying. I know we've only had technically 3 race starts because we've had the sprint as well. But I'm quite enjoying the unpredictability of the starts. That some people are getting away, some people aren't, and it can really hammer their races down. Verstappen had a really poor start in the race, which did affect him.
Yeah.
And it seems like he can get his car up the order to sort of, dare I say it, the best of the rest, but then he can't go any further. He's just sort of like, I think, did he end up 6th or 7th or something like that?
Yeah, he did.
Can't really get any higher than that.
Well, he retired, didn't he, in the end?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. It's so if you're in a Ferrari or you support Ferrari, you're loving the race start at the moment, ain't you?
Yeah.
Because they're just so fast off the blocks. And they're always going to be. Before I watched it, I was talking to the wife and said it's going to be a Ferrari 1-2 coming into the second corner. Fair play to Kimi, holding on to second though. But yeah, then it's the back and forth, isn't it? Between it was Lewis this time, Lewis Kimi, which makes it interesting and fiery. The first 10 laps. But yeah, it was a good start for Ferrari. Good start for Kimi. Russell struggled a bit, didn't he? And yeah, and Max again, he bogged down. He bogged down in Australia as well, didn't he?
I think so, yeah. But I think Hamilton had a really good start.
Yeah, he did.
And you know, like you said, the first 10 laps were really good, and then the safety car came out again to bunch the pack up. Which again, it's just, I remember there was someone years ago, because they're trying to think of ways to make Formula One more exciting. One of the suggestions was to have the safety car come out and everybody form up behind the safety car halfway through the race, and then go again.
Okay.
Which is kind of a good idea. Another idea was to all line up on the grid.
Yeah, and go again. Yeah.
But I mean, you're manufacturing things, then, aren't you?
Yeah. Imagine having 3 safety cars and having 3 race starts. I mean, that would be a bit too much, wouldn't it?
Probably. It would be crazy though.
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch. Yeah. So I wanted to say about Kimi though. So I think he was second, wasn't he, going into the first couple of corners because Lewis overtook him, but. Unlike Australia, with Russell, it's like Russell Lewis or Russell Leclerc, and then they were swapping. Once Kimi got past Hamilton, off he went.
Yeah. And
just stormed away, and we didn't see him again.
No.
That was impressive.
It was. I was also listening to the commentary, and they were saying about this electrical deployment. And one of the commentators said something about that as you're driving the car around the track, the computer is learning the best places to deploy that energy. Obviously, you have the boost to override that decision. But he said because Antonelli wasn't being challenged, because he pulled away and wasn't being challenged, that electrical deployment became sort of automatic. Mm-hmm. So it was allowing him to do almost like pretty much kind of quali laps by himself without having to use that deployment, which is interesting.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, he did. He did a really good job. Pulled away. He was it 9 seconds ahead, and then 2 laps to the end.
Well, yeah,
into that hairpin, locked up, and it only cost him 2-point-something seconds. But I mean, can you imagine if Hamilton had been on his gearbox?
Yeah, see you later. He wouldn't have got away with that. Game
over. Yeah,
he wouldn't. Yeah, Hadjar had a spin, didn't he? And he took out Ollie. Ollie's reactions were brilliant. That was absolutely. I was like, oh my god, hold your head. Brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's disappointing. You know, I'm supporting Hadjar this year, so it's disappointing. He's had a mildly rough start to the season. Yeah, it's a long season to go, but it's still disappointing to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was unfortunate. Lindblad again, really good race.
Yes. I didn't hear much of his name mentioned, but
he had a lot of.
He stayed out of trouble, didn't he, most of the time?
Yeah, he had a lot of, again with Verstappen holding up. I think Lindblad's car must be slightly wider than everybody else's, because especially when he comes up behind, he was just driving with his elbows out, because he can't. Verstappen come up behind him in Australia and really struggled, and he struggled again this race as well.
Didn't he brush him as well, didn't he, Verstappen? Like a little knock in the side of his car with his tyre saying, let the champ through.
Yeah. I've written here in brackets, spin. Did Verstappen have a spin?
No, he went wide, didn't he? I don't think he had a spin, but he definitely went wide at a corner. And I think that's allowed him to go back, Lindblad to go back through again, and he had to do it all over again. But I
can't remember. It all happened so quickly. You know, at the end of the race, like post-race, when they say, oh, yeah, so what about this? And then I say, yes, well, on lap 22, this happened in turn 4, and I'm like...
Yes, because a whole Sky production just whispering in their ear.
Yeah, I can't remember anything that happened. It's like when we go karting. I just can't remember anything. It's like the race just happens and it's done. So, but yeah, I think Lindblad is one to watch, but I talked about it last week. I think it could be the RB effect.
Yeah, I mean, both RBs did all right, didn't they? Yeah, was it Lawson came 7th? I'm going a bit ahead of ourselves here, but so Yeah, he finished second to his teammate, but again, second race of the season, second race of his career. He's doing all right, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't hear much of his name as well, and that's always good. He's not making mistakes, so yeah, fair play to him. For the future.
Your mate Stroll brought out the safety car.
Yeah, my mate.
Your mate, good old Lance. And Ferrari pitted both cars.
No, fair play to him.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have got away with not pitting this.
I get the feeling there's a post-it note stuck on the pit wall that says safety car equals pit.
Yes. Yeah, and I think that helped. It brought the race back in again, didn't it? With Hamilton, Russell. Again, Kimi had such a good getaway and we didn't see him again. Again, for a young 18-year-old driver, that's pretty decent. But I've wrote some notes. Hamilton, wise man on Russell move. How he overtook Russell because their tyres were taking a while to warm up, weren't they? And the move he sent on Russell was absolutely brilliant. It's a wise old move that was. And then I've got Behrman is good.
Behrman is good.
That's all I've written. Behrman is good. Move on. That's it. That's all I need to say.
3-word Friday. Behrman is good.
Behrman is good. He had a little bit of a battle, didn't he? It was him, Gasly, Lawson, maybe Hodge was in there, and he was just overtaking them for fun and battling them. Behrman is good. I'm going to have that a tattoo somewhere on me.
Well, I think he'll... If Hamilton gives up that seat this year, which everyone says he will he? I don't know. I'm not so sure. Now they're having a bit of success. He might hang on a bit more. But yeah, if he gives it up, it will be Behrman definitely in that seat.
He's fantastic. He's absolutely brilliant. And he wished his mum happy Mother's Day at the end. So he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. So yes, that was good. And then I want to go on to the bit of the Ferrari battles.
Yeah.
So obviously they were coming up to fight each other, and I thought, well, Russell's behind you, so maybe you should do a bit of team tactics here, at least get one of you on second, fight one of the Mercedes. So I wrote, Ferrari got it right. And then Hamilton overtook Leclerc again. I was like, no, they've got it wrong. And then I wrote, fuck it, it's F1, let them race.
Fair enough. That should be in the rule book. That should be rule number 1.
Yeah. The brilliant racing between them two.
Yeah. But as we were saying, they need to work together. To play the team game at times. I know you're not happy about like team orders and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure Fred Vasseur has said they are okay to race each other, which is fine. But when you're talking about the constructors and all the money that's involved with that, if they want to get ahead, I think they're going to have to maybe spend the first half of the season at least working together as best they can, and then squabble it out. I think because the Mercedes are so quick, I think they know they haven't got a chance. I think that first stage where Russell was behind them, they should have worked a little bit more cleverly, tried to keep him behind them for a bit longer. But once he got past it, it was like, no, let him race. Let's have some fun. And Lewis came out on top. Yeah. It was good.
It was good. It was a lot of fun.
And he's more comfortable. Lewis is more comfortable.
Yeah.
He's more confident. He's more relaxed. He's a lot happier. And even listen to him talk on the radio, he's saying positive things.
Yeah.
And even his race engineer, I don't know if they've had a heart-to-heart. Maybe
has he got someone new?
I don't know. Spent a weekend in a caravan together. I don't know, because even the guy on the radio normally is just like, just keep your head down and do what I tell you. Whereas this time it was very much like, okay, yes, thanks for the input, no problem. So yeah, some things changed there.
Yeah.
The dynamic has changed. Whether they've forced that change, or if it's just coming more naturally because they're having a bit better time of it, I don't know.
Lewis is going to be happy because he's getting podiums and stuff again. He's not back in 14th, 18th, is he? He's happy because he's got a car underneath him what can compete for at least 15 laps before the Mercedes run away. So I think he's happy. We like to see Lewis happy. Happy Lewis means a feisty Lewis.
Yeah, again, I've not been a fan of him in the past, and it's probably down to the whole Mercedes dominance thing. But I actually felt one of my predictions, I thought he was going to win this race coming into the weekend. I thought, I think this is his weekend. Didn't pan out that way, but at least he was on the podium. I think he had a podium last year, but it was disqualified.
It was, yeah.
So this is technically his first Ferrari podium in an F1 race
he
format.
He won the sprint, didn't he, in China, but they don't count sprints again.
No. So, I'm warming to him a bit more now. I think probably just... I think it's probably because I've always been like, he needs taking down a peg or two, and last year was that peg or two, or 3 or 4.
Yeah,
because he was pretty dismal last year. The car was bad. He was just getting frustrated and upset. He was settling into Ferrari, but now like he seems to have spent the Christmas break, the winter break, sorting himself out, getting his head together, and the old Lewis is back.
Yeah, like I say, what he did against Russell was brilliant. Racing with Leclerc, absolutely fantastic. Just let them fight, because obviously the Mercedes are so far up. They're the only entertainment we've got at the moment, I believe. If McLarens were there, it would be nice to see Oscar and Lando maybe have a little bit of fight for like 5th and 6th, but they didn't make it to the grid. But yeah,
it's all a bit up in the air at the moment, isn't it? Because you've got Red Bull out of position, particularly Max. He's not in the fray, so he's not there to cause trouble. And he'll always pick up the pieces. He's constantly on top of people, and if something goes wrong, he's there to sweep it up. And then you've had Oscar not in that first race. You've had both McLarens not in this race. So we don't know about pace.
No.
We don't know about performance. We don't know how they're getting on with the cars. It's almost like the rookies are doing better with the new...
Yeah, the new setup, yeah. I don't know if they're, obviously we've got losing 2 races. I don't know if that's going to help McLaren, or is it going to hinder McLaren? Is it going to hinder Red Bull because they aren't getting the laps into the car so they can learn the data? Or is it good to go back to the factory and maybe put a reset button and see what they can go from there? Again, it's all open. I don't know how they're going to... It's such a gap. It's a massive gap. I mean, like I say, it's 7 tenths in qualifying. What did Antonelli and Russell finish about 15 seconds ahead of the Ferraris? That's massive a gap in a race pace, isn't it? Just to fix overnight. It might be a while before we get teams fighting. I think we're just going to have to settle for Ferrari fighting each other and Mercedes fighting each other. Yeah,
I think on the point of losing 2 races, if what's going on in the Middle East continues to go on, that could affect Qatar.
Yep.
I mean, if it does...
And Bahrain at the end, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they say it won't drag on that far, but...
It will.
It will. There's a good chance it will. And I also question whether it's going to affect Baku, because they're sort of on... I think they're on the coast of the Caspian Sea.
Okay.
I did GCSE geography, and that was about 20 years ago, so...
No.
I didn't do very well, did
if Bahrain and that are not there at the end of the season, that means this Formula 1 season ends in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I know.
And they'd love that, because isn't it owned by Liberty Media, and they're an American company? Yeah, so and they're really trying to build the following in America. So that would be really good for them, actually, for like the American market.
Yeah. Well, it would be good for someone, I don't know, let's say Kimi's like 12 points behind Russell and 2 races come off the calendar at the end and he can't catch him.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good for Formula 1, but good for the company, I suppose.
Yeah.
Las Vegas is a lovely track. I do like Las Vegas.
The power track, isn't it? It's just sort of just a big square.
It's brilliant. Old school.
We talked about some predictions before the race. You said Leclerc would win.
I did. Leclerc, yeah.
Followed by Antonelli, and then Piastri. So you were wrong.
I wasn't even close. I thought I said Hamilton third, but obviously I've got that one wrong as well.
You said driver of the day Hamilton.
Okay.
And fastest lap Russell. So, and I said Hamilton would win, followed by Leclerc for a Ferrari 1-2, and then Russell. So I was wrong as well. My driver of the day was Antonelli. That was
right.
That was right. Fastest lap was, I think, Antonelli as well.
Was, yeah.
So I said Russell, so I was wrong. So they were just our predictions.
Yeah.
I know it's fun to do the predictions, but I'm just so bad at it.
Yeah. When you sent through your sprint ones and you said, I think Oscar Piastri, I said, I love how out there he is with his predictions. He's just so out there, like there's going to be a massive crash. So I thought, I'm going to follow that going into the race, and I picked Leclerc thinking something will happen to Mercedes, and obviously he didn't.
No.
Fell on my arse.
So yeah, it's we had our random supports as well.
No, we didn't.
We did. We absolutely did. So we like to choose randomly 2 drivers, a driver each to randomly support, and you supported randomly Bottas, Valtteri Bottas, and where did he end up?
Let's have a quick look. He did finish 13th.
Oh, well, there you go then.
A lap down, but 13th.
That's not bad for Caddy.
No.
How many did finish? 15.
60. Yeah, 15. You're right, because Max went out, didn't he?
Yeah. So, I mean, they're still down the order, but not bad really. They got to the end of the race when some of them didn't.
Yeah, so
some of them didn't even start.
Haas in between them, so it was Bottas 13th and Perez was 15th for Cadillac, and Ocon, he had a 10-second penalty, didn't he?
Yeah.
For crashing into Colapinto.
Yeah.
Again, that was all Ocon's fault.
Well, fortunately for me, my random support was Russell.
Yeah, wow.
So he's finished higher up in the order.
So that's 2-0 you've gone now, haven't you, with the random support?
Is it?
Yeah, because I had Lance Stroll in the first one.
What was it on the...
I don't want to talk about it.
On our personal support.
Who
was your personal? Oh, Norris.
Yeah, didn't even start.
Oh, yeah. So that's a no. And
Hajar
mine's
finished.
So
he finished, so it doesn't really matter. I think he finished 9th, didn't he? No, 8th.
Yeah, I need to crunch the numbers really. I should write it down. But yeah, am I winning in the heads-to-heads? Heads.
Heads 1-1 because I had Lando last week and Hajar didn't finish. But you're 2-0 up on the random selection.
Okay, 2-0 up on the random, but 1-1 on the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Bad weekend for Tom.
As we go into the rest of the season.
Can I just bring up as well, because I know we do our personal drivers of the day, and obviously Antonelli probably does deserve to be driver of the day for what he did, but an honourable mention for Lewis Hamilton because he had a great race. But can I just say Carlos Sainz in that awful Williams finishing 8th?
Yeah,
I was egging him over the line. Come on, Carlos! I love it, Sanchez, but Carlos Sanchez, but yeah. Honourable mention to him for driver of the day, just plodding along, getting 8th place for Williams.
Yeah. So that's your personal driver of the day, is it?
I want to go Behrman, but I won him last week, didn't I? And I can't keep holding on to him. So yeah, Carlos Sainz, my driver of the day. I like to think we pick back markers as our driver of the day, being the podcast and all.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that.
Fair dude.
Again, I surprised myself. I think my personal driver of the day was Hamilton.
Yeah, I would have gone Hamilton, but I wanted to represent the podcast.
All right, Lindblad. There you go. No, Lindblad's doing good. He's doing a good job. So, okay. So I'll say my driver of the day is Lindblad.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, you ready? Look, in our little old lunchbox.
Stroll and Bottas.
Keep my lunch in here. So we will choose our random support drivers for the Japanese Grand Prix in 2 weeks' time. So there you go.
I can see some of them. Is that bad? I won't look.
Depends on who it is.
I think it's in Lawson, so I'll stay away from that one. Oh, I won't swear. Oh.
Go on then.
Colapinto.
Oh, do you know what I was going to say? How funny it would be if you got Colapinto. That's all right. Colapinto's been doing all right. He's not too bad. I think I had him for the first one, didn't I? And I was like, oh no, Colapinto. Yeah. But he's done really good this weekend. I have got Liam Lawson.
Oh.
And he's been doing okay.
That might be interesting.
Yeah. But they're sort of equally matched at the moment, aren't they? So.
Yeah, going into that, I like that.
Let me write this down before I forget, because I've got a terrible memory. Collor. There you go.
Nice.
Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, which you probably not, no one will ever, just probably be one view, which will be...
When we're famous, they will.
2 views, which will be you and me. So for those of you who are watching, I picked this up at the weekend.
Oh, wow.
Check that out. A Mercedes AMG Scalextric set. And if you follow us on TikTok, you can watch the silly videos that I make with TikTok with such things. 10 quid. Can you believe that?
No. Where from?
A charity shop.
Nice.
Should I say which charity shop?
Yeah, you should give her a shout out, can't you?
Cancer Research.
Oh, nice.
I think. Oh, no, it might have been Bernardo's, actually. One of the two. Anyway, Yeah, £10. And I went into another shop, and as I walked out, this bloke walked by and he went, "Oh, bloody hell, mate, that's brilliant. Where'd you get that from?" I was like, "The shop down the road." "Oh, I would have bought that if I'd seen it." Well, got to get up pretty early to beat me.
So yeah, fastest laps. Let's go into that. So obviously Kimi went fastest. George second fastest. Can you tell me who got the third fastest lap behind the Mercedes? It might surprise you. It surprised me.
Yeah, so I'm going to think down the order. I'm tempted to say Sainz, but I'm going to say Gasly.
Ocon.
Ooh.
I think because he came in, didn't he, after his little shunt, they put some fresh tyres on him, off he went. And yeah, third fastest.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, that's good.
And as I've always done it, we did it last week, I'll do it again. Do you know what had the fastest pit stop?
The fastest pit stop. A couple of double stackers, weren't there? Stack stops. Oh, I love stack stops.
Do you?
I think they're brilliant, yeah. Maybe that should
Earn
be a
their money,
rule.
don't they? That's why.
Yeah. This is just something about them. They're just really exciting. The fastest pit stop, I am going to say...
It's the same as last week, if it helps.
It would help if I could remember what last week's fastest pit stop was. I think I said Williams last week, and I was wrong.
You were.
So I'm going to say Alpine.
No, last week it was Ferrari with Leclerc, and it's the same.
Oh, okay.
Ferrari doing the business.
Yeah. Pulling it well. I've seen a video of them doing like calisthenics, exercising outside the pit box before the race, whilst everyone else is just standing around. So yeah, they're obviously getting into it.
Yeah.
Unusual actually to see them doing stuff like that, because they're quite a serious team a lot of the time, aren't they? They don't let people in the garage and just all that kind of stuff. So to actually see them outside...
Yeah, it's changed, hasn't it? With old Drive Survive being around, I expect they've got to be more welcoming to cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
It's more money, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, and you know, it's quite an open sport. It's quite a fun sport as well. I think years ago, it used to be quite serious, probably because of the dangers involved as well. It's still dangerous, but you know, the safety aspect now is unbelievable. Bloke gets out of a car after a 220 mile an hour crash and there's not a scratch on him, he's absolutely fine. Footballer gets his shirt pulled. He has to be stretchered off the pitch. So yeah, and then like we get teams like Red Bull, and obviously their sort of like marketing model is all doing like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Flying a plane through a train tunnel or something with a train coming the other way, upside down, with a man on the wing. So I think they've sort of like, I bet when they first turned up, the rest of the team's like, what's
I
all
think
this
it's very
about?
much like that, weren't it?
Yeah, look at these young'uns doing all this silly stuff, whereas a lot of them now actually do a lot of different things. And when you see like drivers' parades, when they drive around like Lego cars or mini cars and stuff like that, it's fun. And it's exciting.
Like I say, Drive Survive has opened up the whole aspect how you look at these drivers as well, because you kind of get to know them how they want you to know them, but you do have a bit more feeling for them and stuff. So yeah, I can see why Ferrari are doing that. Fair play to them.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched a single episode of it yet. I'm sorry.
Darryll.
I used to watch it between, when it came out, because it's between the season, but I just haven't caught up with it this year yet. Is it good?
I have massive problems with it this year. I used to like it because I just thought it told a nice story about, you learned more about the backfield more than you did about your Mercedes and your Red Bulls. I didn't like it this year because you had this big fight between Oscar, Lando and Verstappen, and it was because Verstappen doesn't like them, hates Drive Survive, doesn't really want anything to do with them, but it was very much come back to us, Max, we'll talk about Max is the greatest, Max, and he just missed out this whole journey what Lando had from being first, messing it all up, and then coming back strong. And they just didn't really mention Oscar whatsoever, and he had a major part of last season. And it was just pretty much, let's talk about Max and Christian Horner leaving and stuff. I didn't like it.
You watched the whole series?
Yeah, I watched it in like 2 days.
Oh, don't need to watch it now then, do
No,
I?
you don't.
Tell me all the good bits.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'll get round to it at some point. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Tom?
I think I've gone through all my notes. I am a bit gutted about losing the 2 races, but there's nothing we can do about that, is there? A whole month without Formula One. April's gone.
Yeah, 2 races cancelled.
Yeah.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid.
No.
It's kind of an unprecedented thing when they cancel races. I mean, they've done it before. COVID, natural disasters. They've removed, I think Russia got removed from the calendar because they were a bit naughty a few years ago, and they're still being a bit naughty. So, it does happen from time to time. But also, because we are looking at quite long race calendars, losing 2 races isn't too much of a bad thing.
No, it's not.
It's just a back-to-back.
Yeah, and it's just the whole of April that we're missing out. But then we're on to Miami after Japan, so that's always a good track. I like Japan, though. Got a lump in my throat.
I have a lump in my throat.
And that's the anniversary this week of passing a merry worker.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah? How long?
I think I couldn't tell you.
Have you seen the video of him? I think he was on Jeremy Clarkson or something like that, talking about how he always wanted to commentate on snooker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was a bit
clip
of a fan,
and he does this bit where they show like just a snooker clip, but he does it in his Formula One start, and he's like, "Oh no, he's missed the ball, he's missed it." Oh, it would have been something else. Sorry, Miami. I think is that in May?
Yeah, so it's the 1st of May, I want to say.
It falls on my birthday weekend.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Yes, it is. And that's where Lando got his first win.
It was.
Where I had a lump in my throat.
Yeah.
Is that why you said it?
No, I said it because Suzuka and Murray Walker and Damon Hill.
Is that where you said it? All right, I'm sorry. I thought I was missing the link there. Miami coming up. And then we've got... So the next race is Japan.
Yep.
Which is in 2 weeks. I don't know how much I'm going to see of it, to be honest, because I don't know what time it's happening.
I believe the race starts at, is it 6? I want to say 6.
Yeah, so I'm busy that weekend.
Oh dear.
I'm not in my house that weekend. So I'm going to see what information I can muster. I might have to watch the highlights.
Oh dear.
Drama. Yeah, so we'll see how we get on with that one.
I'll have to make extra notes.
Yes. You just do it on your own.
Yeah, okay. No, let's not do that.
But, so come on Lawson for Japan.
Oh, Colapinto. Oh, can I just re-pick? Just give me Leclerc or someone.
You can't run a Formula One race after it's finished, so you can't re-pick. They're the rules.
Fair dues.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add, Tom?
Yeah, I just want to say Anthony Davidson was good.
Anton Deck.
No, I was nearly Anthony Deck. Anthony Davidson was good on commentary today.
Yeah.
Without Brundle being there. So I think the future's bright when Brundle walks away.
Yeah.
I like Davidson. He was very, very good.
I do like listening to Brundle. Obviously, he's very insightful, but I also think to myself, I know sometimes he drives a Formula One car, they let him do it, but I also think he hasn't raced in, how long now? 30 years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So I just wonder how different it is from then to now. I trust what he's saying.
Yeah,
he's
brilliant.
He's a good commentator. I love his grid walks as well, especially when there's some celebrity there and he's just trying to say, "Oh, can I just have a quick word?" And the bodyguard's doing, "No," and he's like, "Well, psh,
yeah, move on.
I don't really want to talk to you anyway. To be honest, I'm only doing it because I'm asked to." So yeah, commentary was good.
Yeah, I like Davidson. Like I said, the future's bright with him, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's me done.
Excellent.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Okay. Well, this has been our first recording of this podcast, so I hope you've enjoyed it if you're watching it. I hope you've enjoyed it if you're listening to it. And you can follow us on TikTok.
Indeed.
With some silly videos. And I suppose now you can follow us on YouTube.
Nice.
So on TikTok, we are The Backmarkers Podcast. And on YouTube, if you just search for Telebox Studio, you'll find us there. Good to talk to you, Tom.
Always, Darryll. Always.